Say the line, Bart.
Last time on Elden Ring.
I mean, quite frankly, we should be opening these videos with like the HBO. Oh, you know. Oh, is that what your brain does? That's funny. Everyone has something different. My brain does not do that.
No.
My brain goes to the opening of fucking Sopranos. Oh, this morning.
Whoops,
Got yourself good. Yeah. My brain goes straight to the opening notes of Sopranos. Well, like you all hear it, right? You're like the next track is
what's coming up after?
yeah, Lost. Yeah, okay. Either that or you know, like everyone's got it.
All right.
When you walk through the garden, yep, that's there too. That's there too. Damn.
It's a lot of stuff.
And even like going back in the day, the intro to I think Rome as well, you know. Anyway, where are we? Yes, last time on Elden Ring. Yes. We have a lot. So full disclosure, backtracking was done, cleanup was done, and yeah, we got some ground to cover. So
okay,
let's move.
Some cleaning up, you say?
So, testing what to spend the slots on.
Jeez.
Right?
That's a room clearer.
So that's what that looks like. I was trying to figure out how to, you know, use my my magic slots.
Looking good there. Nice style.
Oh, cool. Just having some fun. Decent damage on that, certainly.
So you like that hallway, huh?
Well, it's just a test on a strong enemy.
See, that's like
right. So these
area.
apostles are, yeah, they'll take a couple of hits, and you know, so that's the damage by comparison between the two.
That's cool. Oh, it's good.
That's too good to not to take off. That's just too good to take off for sure.
What about this?
Back to the bell we go.
I see. Yeah, because of the consumption and the damage ratio, might as well use the bell.
The cost of that bar for that damage is like no. It's the bell will just continue to be a tool of like, hey, notice me. It'll be a rock. It's a Bloodborne rock.
Oh, what do we have going on here?
So when you take the remembrance of Estelle,
the natural born,
exactly, to the finger reader crone.
Bastard stars. Flail which deal a magic damage, having been imbued with power by the remembrance of Estelle, formed of the same many-colored star debris that comprise the form of the natural born of the void. Unique skill, Nebula, imbue the natural born stars with magic to perform sweeping strike. This attack leaves a dark cloud of stars in its wake that lingers briefly before exploding.
I kind of want to buy it. Both of the things this creates are intelligence based, so I might duplicate.
Okay.
You know, although I don't think I'll end up using that second one as much, but I might buy this. I think so. I'm gonna wait to see what the mausoleum situation is.
Okay, yeah. And you can get an Ash of War, Waves of Darkness. This Ash of War grants Waves of Darkness, plunge armament into the ground to release 3 waves of darkness, follow up with a strong attack to swing the armament in a sweeping strike. For great axes, great hammers, great spears, and colossal weapons. For big things.
So that attack that it did when I was under its feet, the big AoE. Yeah.
Slam it down.
I think I'll just get the flail probably, and you know, yeah.
Okay.
Back up at the Upper Liurnia Rani Plateau.
Could this be a secret? Try attacking. Try rolling. Okay. So not uncovered. Not bad.
That second noise you heard
Yeah?
is the sound of every trap in the ruins going off. There's magic traps on the ground,
Oh, the things that shoot out?
and that's the sound of those all going off.
That's crazy.
Right?
What an underrated
So
tool.
there you go, friends. There's some tech for you. Drop the shackle, traps go off. Complete annihilator. Damn. Fuck you.
Woolsworth the Shackle Master.
Shackle Master.
Damn.
Shackle God over here.
Yo.
Anyway, down that stairs was just a treasure chest that had like a smithing stone in it or something. So.
Okay. Where is this?
Same area up on, I'm just going to call it the Ranny Plateau. Right over there. If I had come out and made a north turn instead of walking east,
Yeah.
would have ran into that.
Oh, okay. They can die, right?
I mean, we already did one. I'm like, they're not going to all be named.
Oh, does not like it.
Great tracking.
Oh, we're farming dragons. Oh. With a bunch of glintstone on its face. All over its body. Uh-oh. So that can still happen.
These are not the same as the Dragon Barrow.
Yeah, they are different though.
They can breathe.
Uh-huh. Nice try, buddy. What I want to know is if it's worth it to kill them. Uh-oh. Big spit. Oh no! The dive. Nice dodge. Rear. And a critical hit. Oh, will we get there in time? Yes. Okay, and you get a dragon heart.
So
6k plus runes plus a dragon heart.
Plus a
off
dragon
of
heart.
those.
so that times 3.
Okay,
I fought the other 2.
and they don't come back.
No.
Okay, cool. Oh, interesting. Little dragon area. Grace. Not electric sheep.
Grace up here.
Moonlight altar. The main grace? Okay.
Just rode by it, but
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh. Yeah, you were going towards that. There was an Evergel on the map. Ringleaders. Evergel.
Interesting.
Marked. And beyond that is the cliff. And then...
Along the southern end.
Oh, Crystallion's out in the open.
Out in the open.
Okay. Pretty real.
How do you fight these things again?
I have to break them. Youch. Oh, they're sturdy. Uh-oh.
I mean, I've got the antidote in the form of strike fists, but
Anti-air. Yeah, they're annoying. The attack and they're sturdy, can't break them.
range. Interrupted on the second one, goes for 2.
Nice. There we go. Oh, wow. That animation.
That's a death animation.
Yo. That's a Mortal Kombat shit. And... Uh-oh. Oh, fell on the spinner?
Yep. I mean, they hurt.
Yeah. Tiny projectiles. I never noticed that before.
Yeah. Because usually in the boss room, lots going on.
Okay.
Out in the open.
Right there.
More. So let's test out the damage here.
Oh, no, they don't care about the magic.
Nope. So it really is like...
Strike him.
Yep.
Oh, another one. Ooh, swing and a miss. There's no wheel weapon for us in the game, right?
I mean, there's the pizza cutter.
Oh, okay. But you can like throw something and have it roll back
As a spell,
you.
not as a...
Okay.
Not as a, like...
Where did he go?
Not as a chakram.
Oh. Get out of there.
Fuck it.
Uh-oh. Ooh, double step. They're cool, they're cool.
Yeah, but it's just like, let them throw their tantrum. Give them space. You know.
From the back. There we go.
Some enemies have iframes on wake up, some don't.
Alright.
So, you get past those.
Another wolf.
And you meet one of these. Nope. Nope.
Oh no, it's
Nope.
fast, it's fast. Reactions. Oh, there you go.
Red Wolf of the Champion continues to be a thing.
Cutting trees down. Cool.
Yep.
Just breaking down the scenery. Yeah, you want to dance, Puppo?
Yep.
Come here, come here. Ouch. That's hard. Let's move it on this.
Because of the slide.
Okay. Chill, chill, dog. Too short. Nice dodge. Come on. Oh, what a combo. Oh, man, you got murdered.
Sequenced.
Yo.
Sequenced.
To finish.
Yeah. So,
Yo, the setup.
yeah. Shoutouts to the carrion spells that are being cast by that fucking wolf, mind you. Oh, note about that too is we're talking about the prisoner origins. You start with a glintstone staff, but you have a carrion spell, so it doesn't necessarily imply one or the other. They could have just been elite that had like general magic access or academy access necessarily.
Okay.
Instead of putting them into one camp or the other. Yeah. So, sequenced. Anyway, so the thing about that with these wolves is this is an interesting thing because that is the damage that combo does, right? And because of the way this particular enemy moves, like backstepping keeps you on them. But if you front step like you do for other enemies while it's coming in on you, you're too far away from it. Exactly. You'd be perfect range to cast a spell. But if you want to melee it, you're out of range. Exactly, you know? So you have to anticipate that lunge with a back step and then basically tech chase.
Yeah. Stay in range. Hey.
Boom. Now the other thing, of course, is if you just do a regular roll.
Oh.
Yeah. You also don't go as far.
Oh, that spell.
You think it's going to go up and then down, but it's up, down. You know?
Oh, damn. Mixing it up?
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like it's gonna fall off a cliff or something. It's right there. It's right there. Buddy? Buddy?
Realized that the first 3 were blocked by the rocks, immediately did another 3, and then the jumping, and then the jump beam. Like, it can double cast.
Dual cast on the red dog.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Let's go. Hey.
Like, I've never seen them do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, beam, you know? Yeah, so that one was a real one.
Got yourself a fur coat.
Mm-hmm,
All right.
And yeah, the it doesn't drop anything, but right behind it were 3 statues with 1 smithing stone 8.
Okay.
Well, 3 smithing stone 8s, as well as some 7s on either side. So you get a whole bunch of high-end upgrade material.
Not bad. And then is this a new grace? With a rise?
So it seems.
Altar South. Okay.
Yep, got a rise to check out.
Not bad. That's always fun. Magic job.
Boing.
Wow. Oh! All the way down.
We live, and that's how you get down. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so
Oh, what is this?
I basically was pointed in the direction of here's what happened. Nefeli had a bug on her quest that does not update properly. And in order for it to update to the next phase, the reason why she stayed talking about her storm's hawk in the basement was because you had to sit at the right grace. And the grace you had to go back to sit at was basically the one not where you fought Godric, but the one before that in the little side room. So you had to go over there, you not just teleport to it, but you had to sit at that grace. And for some weird reason, the secluded cell updates and she moves.
Okay.
And not just her, but Kenneth Height as well.
Oh!
So it's a bug.
It's been some time. I must thank you for your aid. I told Father I would be with him no longer. I remembered the vow I took when I first became a warrior, so many moons ago. This land is much like the one from which I hail. I will call upon the storm to drive away the foulness that has settled on the winds. Again, I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. Some call me by the title of Lady. but I remain the same woman underneath.
Oh.
Though I have now abandoned my former guidance. I cannot express how much you've helped me.
Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone.
Should you become Elden Lord, I would gladly lighten your burden. Farewell, fellow warrior. I will remain to summon the storm, but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere. I will remain to summon the storm,
Okay.
but your guidance and your fight surely lie elsewhere.
Nefeli, Monarch of Stormvale.
I will
Wow.
remain to summon the but your guidance surely lie elsewhere.
Nice to see you after so long. Safe and sound, I take it, yes? Good. Quite. I have indeed selected a new ruler. Lady Nefeli is strong and just, worthy of the burden of Limgrave's lineage.
Ah.
Such is the sincere opinion of I, Kenneth Height, no less. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady. But I plan on returning to my fort afterwards, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as wonderful as you imagine. For the time being, I share command of the castle with my lady, at which time I can fulfill my old promise by raising you to the glory of knighthood. I hope it is just as...
So there you go.
Hidden behind some kind of progression break.
Exactly. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Both of those quests stall out in a weird way. And just like Bach, it's not just getting to the grace, it's sitting at it.
To sit at
Right.
graces.
Which
the trigger thing.
absolutely seems unintentional. Like, that doesn't seem like that's what they wanted for it. You know, if anything, you'd assume that there'd be like an update to the world state, and then upon finding the person, that's one thing. That's how these quests tend to go. You know, if intended is like they give you their dialogue, and then the next time you sit anywhere, everything updates and they move to their next location or so. But that's what it was for this one. So thankfully, weird jank aside, we've gotten to the the next step of that. And apparently Gostok goes over there as well, if he's alive.
Okay.
So that's kind of part of the early discussion we were talking about, like, oh shit, like can't resurrect Gostok or whatever. Yeah, and I know there's a patch that addressed like her quest line or something like that. But anyway, Gostok would have been in this room as well, and they all move in here, as was what I was told. So there we go. It was a bug.
Well, that sucks.
But anyway, that aside, cool, right? Seems appropriate for you to be head of Stormvale, which is again a very grim name if I've ever heard one.
Do they know about Gostok?
Who cares? Quite frankly, I probably saved her some horrible betrayal down the line.
All right, that's fair.
Let's be real, all right? You're gonna keep the old Grandmeister as you move into town, and like he's that fucker who did us the way he did us. If he just hated Godric and that was his whole MO, fine. But no, anyone new showing up is also a victim of his. We probably just spared her some bullshit from him 1 or 2 sits later.
That's fair.
That being said, there was a remembering how Selen's quest ended last time. I did quit out and reload, and they still are standing there.
Okay.
So there was no instant update into no.
Just blood everywhere.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Anyways.
Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, made by polishing a golden gravel stone, a scale of the ancient Dragon Lord and hidden treasure of Farum Azula, strengthens armament to plus 25. The ancient Dragon Lord's seat is said to lie beyond time. This stone lightly twists time, allowing the creation of a weapon capable of slaying a god.
Now, who would be interested in that?
Hmm.
I tried talking to him. He didn't have anything to say
No.
about it. But
It didn't go like, oh. Okay.
here's the thing that's fucking interesting, though. The reason why the final upgrade material is so good is because its state is not just pristine. It's not just like a perfect mint card. It's mint and bending time to always be in a state of mintness, no matter how much time has passed.
No matter what comes near it.
So, like, decay cannot occur around time warping stone. It's ridiculously clear why it's like, oh yeah, that's the kind of thing that you need to kill a god, right? And I mean, shit. If you can, well, if it can kill a god, then what is a demigod, right?
Yeah, should be easy enough.
Right? So
Easy enough.
and there's only 1/2 gods that we know of that are full gods, but it's really, well, one anyway. There you go. Another max weapon to go with.
Interesting. You'll have to choose wisely.
What's a demigod to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
Oh. Back to Giddy.
I hear you helped get the girl back on her feet. Though I'm not her foster father anymore, I'd still like to thank you. Sorry for the time you had to waste.
Okay.
So,
That's how it's gonna go about it.
yep, he just says, hey, thanks for helping her out. Sorry you wasted your time. And that's about it. The parental instinct is in there, but he's no lady Tanith, right? When it comes to being parental. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
What a dick.
Meanwhile,
What?
at the round table, old.
This is the two. Round table hold two.
Round table old. Yes.
I saw this door when I was rewatching the footage.
So when you brought up before, you were like, hey, did you open every door at the round table
Yeah.
hold? And I was like, what makes you say that?
Yeah.
Turns out there was a door.
And what was in there?
So
A long hallway with what seems to be... Okay, there's an Iron Virgin there. Was there like a Golden Knight on the other side? I don't know. Oh my god, what's going on?
some stuff that a lot of people missed, apparently. Yeah. Little back room over here.
Jeez. Rest easy. Damn. Whoa. Through the wall?
Doesn't care.
Nice try.
Just, you know. I just want to play with the new toy a little
Yeah.
bit, but
Uh-oh.
back to a wall, always a good idea.
Whoops. You good. You good.
Got him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're healthy. You're stuck. Get that jump, R2.
Courtyard. Also, I put on the jump R2 talisman.
Oh, okay. Stormhawk axe. Man. Okay. Someone died behind us. There's a turn here. There's a whole other area here. Okay.
Definitely should approach every door and confirm it instead of assuming that
They can't be opened.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw this door and I saw another door in the Lake of Rot that I was like, can that be opened? But we just kind of like walk around it.
Smithing stone is now high priority as we
Seems
we go.
familiar. Was it
it's a lift.
the room with all the avatars? Okay.
It's kind of a oh duh.
Oh,
It's the one that we first came to.
Yeah.
And it looked like an elevator the entire time. It would make very little sense if it wasn't connected in some way, shape, or form.
I see.
But you're
Back
literally
here.
you're just across from the Divine Bridge, and that's how you're supposed to get up there normally, without being teleported.
Beautiful.
Yep. So that makes sense.
Stormhawk axe, battle axe designed to resemble a hawk with its wings comprising the blade. Signature weapon of warriors who strive to remain one with the storm despite being so far from their place of birth. Their hearts are proud and thereby easily undone. Thunderstorm is a skill. Imbue the armament's wing blade with lightning and swing it around to create a tempestuous lightning storm. Follow up with an additional input to perform up to 2 spinning attacks. The lightning will stay on the blade for a while.
I'm looking forward to meeting the Lu family. You know,
Warriors!
the storm.
Okay. That looks cool. Damn. Alright, go ham, buddy.
Very cool. So it's like, in fact, there's a lightningless version of that spell that I already had, which was what I put on the anchor a long time ago. But now that one just like imbues it with lightning damage, and then gives you a follow-up attack. Very cool. Cleanup time.
Oh boy. Oh, is that another one?
Sure was.
Whoa.
So,
Oh my god, what?
Yeah. So I walked around the lake, and I was looking for anything, picked up some items that I'd left behind, killed some enemies that, you know, were just like rock walking around, and I just ate some boluses and did it until I found this.
And oh, what does it do? Where does it lead us? What does it reveal?
Nothing, but couldn't see that before. So that's another platform pillar sticking out of the rod.
Okay.
So this platform leads to nothing but a view of that one.
So then we go there. Oh my god.
So then I'm like, okay, I see what we're doing here.
Uh-huh.
There's an upper lake of rot.
We ain't done yet.
So, continuing, found the next one. Right. Then you start to circle backwards over to where the boss fight was originally with the dragonkin. And then there was a door, which probably was the one you were talking about, right next to the turn off towards safety that had a cookbook in it.
Okay. Wrought pot, wrought grease, and drawstring wrought grease.
Yeah. So this is over on one far wall where the second grace was.
Hey, there's a passageway here.
So that's how you get down from that lift.
Okay.
And many boluses and laws of regression later. Yeah, so that lift is this whole structure. And then there's a ladder that you can walk up or down to get back into the lake. And so each one lifted extends the walkway.
Okay, not bad. Whoa, what?
Elfucker.
Okay.
You remember the Onyx?
Uh-huh. Them lords.
Playing real tight on the edge there.
Had a combo going.
Yeah.
Blue combo. Alabaster Lord Sword.
Hard confirm. The sensei? The teacher?
Was one of those hard buddies. Great sword forged from a blue-white meteoric ore, the blade conceals gravity-manipulating magic. A weapon unique to the Alabaster Lords, a race of ancients with skin of stone who were said to have risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. Alabaster Lords pull, thrust the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, this attack pulls enemies in. Has a greater area of effect than gravitas. Okay.
Yeah. Ages ago, a comet crashes, creates a race. They master gravity magic. They teach it to one badass, and that one badass ultimate purpose for their magic all comes down to riding Leonard the horse. That's what your whole journey has been for.
For the horse.
Do it for Leonard.
What a name. Radon. You know?
Leonard! You know, like Woody's horse in Toy Story?
Yeah, like all
like that. Hey! little tongue sticking out the side like Stimpy.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently it's only available if you look in the dev files.
I see.
That's the only way to find the name out.
Wow.
So they did some digging and they found the name Leonard in the... It's amazing. Anyway, when you get a closer look at the statues that have the buttons next to them, they have engravings on them. And I don't know if anyone really took a look at them, but I took a picture because I thought they were pretty interesting.
Yeah, does it tell a story? What is this?
I think it kind of does. So from what I see, it looks like the top block has comets coming down to Earth, right? It looks like those are comets from the sky coming down. And then underneath that, in the second one, you see people, but you see them standing next to trees of the same height. So I think those are giants. And I think those are depicting, like an age with tree-sized people, right? Then the third one shows you a gathering of people all together. Perhaps, I guess, normal sized, but, with some focal point in the center that's unfortunately too hard to make out. Then the fourth one shows you people, but they're turned away from each other. So instead of being united like the third one, it seems like they're separated into two different groups with what might be a grave in the middle separating them, or some form of.
Yeah, I feel like they're facing a grave or something.
It looks like a grave, but it might not. It might just be something else, right? It could be a table, certainly, But either way, comets, giants, uniting, separation, and then.
Or could it be small trees?
The
second one on top.
That's what I said people with trees next to them.
Yeah, you said.
You're saying what if they were just small trees and normal people?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Totally. Just
people and trees.
People and trees.
Yeah.
And then the last one, pillars with what looks like the dead, buried in them, which is similar to the pillars of the almost like how we just went up that elevator in Leyndell with the pillars and the statues in between. But yeah, whatever the case is, it's either a depiction of timeline or some events occurring. But
that's a nice little detail that you spotted there.
Yep. And if those are in fact the dead, then it would not be out of place considering the role that the dead are currently playing, in the current age. That you go from the landing of the comet to those who live in death, maybe this is just straight up the different ages, right? Anyway,
it's very interesting.
Wild speculation. You'd have to get a better look at what's going on, but that could be a round table in the middle one. That could be the results of a plot, certainly in the last one, or in the second to last one, and then stuff. So anyway, that's I thought that was interesting.
And I don't think it would be backward,
bottom to top.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, even if it was, why would the comets be last, right?
Yeah.
So the question is whether it doesn't even. The thing is, it might be panels of a comic depicting time in between each one, or it might literally just be the skies here, the bodies below, and the realms between. It might not be it might be not time, but just these are different heights of some sort of order or something. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not.
Oh, but that's super cool. Huh?
It's something to think about. I killed a perfumer. Got a sarong.
A whole set. Sarong, bolt and hood. Sarong of an Erdtree capital perfumer. In times past, the role of perfumer was much respected, blessed apothecary in the eyes of many, but after entering the battlefields of the Shadowing, they performed no such role, trading their aromatics for poisons and explosives.
So I went back to the capital, walked around a bit. I did some Smithing Stone 6 farming, because that's currently the highest I've seen that are coming off of some of the guards here, to get some of those spike fists a little further up. And down the hall from the Round Table Old is
2.
What?
Round Table Hold 2.
Well, that's why I said old.
Yeah, old. Okay.
I'm not dropping a French accent on the stream aggressively out of nowhere. I'm saying Round Table Hold, and then I'm saying Round Table Old. I'm calling the second one the Round Table Old, just to clarify, since it's the second time.
It's
not.
My French is just
C'est pas français.
All right.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
The Round Table Old.
Did you find the Round Table Old? Huh?
Anyway, all the way down the main street, the gate was open, and that was a point that I didn't walk through before. Though looking at it, there's what seemed to be like a little, kind of like a misbegotten kind of thing. But looking at the map, it looks like that actually leads up and out towards the zone that Melina wants us to walk towards.
Oh.
So I was like, let me just...
Might be progress.
Yeah, so I decided to just mark it there.
Okay.
And because it curves in a direct way on the outside of the city towards like that direction. So I'm like, okay, that's how we would perhaps do that, you know?
Okay. Cool,
Instead of going through the sewers or whatever. Found the black bow that we missed on the rooftops.
Oh, on someone? Okay. Long bow carved from black wood to resemble a blade, one of the most difficult bows to master. The blade-like body of the bow is light and cuts through the air. Though a long bow, it can be wielded similarly to a short bow.
And I wasn't thinking about it, but like I did just do a little test, and you can jump and shoot in this game. So you can just jump in midair, Legolas, if you want to have a leggy moment. You can do it. So then I was like, all right, got that. Let's go back to Sith Tower, hang out with the volcano, the volcano boys. And I was looking at some of the paintings. Now that we've seen the snake coming out of the head, we recognize that head. That is the head that was on the seat with the snake coming out of it.
That's a beautiful head.
So, yeah, we can pretty, reliably infer more about Rykard. Seeing that this is up in Volcano Manor specifically. Not to mention, of course, visions of what they want, which somehow has been twisted into what we want, right? Vision board. If you put it down on canvas and believe in it, you can make it happen, right?
I had hoped you'd soon return. I have the reward from Lady Tanith.
Dialos in the back.
It's yours by right.
Gelmir's Fury.
Let us tread the path of the recusant together, till we reach the miserable death that awaits us.
Damn, son.
So yeah.
You're still alive, I see.
Reward, completed the task. Dialos chillin' in the manor.
Well, until we meet again.
What up? Champion? Likely pathetic sort.
Nice to meet you, sir.
It's you, is it?
Nose tap.
Well, nice to see you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours. Yes?
Yeah,
I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of and champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted
oh
path.
my god.
It hit me like a bolt from the blue, that my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness of it won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid hard roads for us both, but such is true of any road trod by champions.
Sithed.
My dude.
Lady Tanith straight up sithed him.
I can't
I was
believe it.
joking about it because of all the red and evil looking colors of the location, but she straight up hand waved and talked him up and got him on board.
I was expecting him to go like, hey, keep quiet, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
No, right away, he's like, by the way, they ain't that bad. These
so I know
people
you're probably mad. You probably want revenge, right? But if you really think about it, Dialos, isn't the one you want revenge against not yourself for being too weak to protect Lanya? Don't you want power to make sure that those close to you will never get hurt again? If we had the power to do that, don't you think that we could teach you how to be powerful enough to never let anyone else you care about rise? Darth Dialos, Lies.
Not even done to speak. He's just like, ah!
Even the younglings, especially the younglings. Literally Sith, my dude. Crazy. Like, before it even, not even 2 conversations, halfway through conversation 1, Jon Snow's like, and she's like, do it. Execute order 66.
I guess.
Wild.
He's looking at us like, you understand, right?
You get it. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're already here, right?
I see what you know.
I know why you're here now. You know?
Crazy, dude.
At first, I wasn't happy that you're mingling with these people, but now I get it.
The tale of House Hoslow is told in cope. Actually Sith is wild.
I always resented these hands. Their pale complexion, a far cry from any warriors. The shame of House Hoslow.
The shame.
That won't be the case for long. They'll be darkened by grit once I've set out on the path of champions. The tale of House Hoslow is told in blood, after all.
Yeah.
Sweet talked.
Okay, bud.
Sweet talked.
You're weak. That is
right?
so weak.
Crazy, dude. And tell me that's not the exact speech. Like, literally, like, you were just too weak to protect her. You need power, right? We can teach you that power. Like, oh.
Because you ain't got shit, obviously.
I wanted to Mamoru. Yep. Amazing. So that's Dialos.
Gelmir's Fury, yes. One of the sorceries developed from the magma of Mount Gelmir conjures a surge of magma from the earth, covering the area. Charging extends the surge of magma. This sorcery is held to represent the fury of the volcano, but the arrogance of attempting to harness it is solely that of men and serpents.
Yep. So, we know what we're gonna go meet. Yeah. All right. Fucking Dialos, man. Just,
what a clown. Just paint your face.
I do want it. I thought I didn't, but it turns out I do. And right outside the manor.
Oh, wow. I thought this a mountain of fire, but I hardly feel a thing. I'll have to head further down.
So, if you came at it from the other side, you'd get a message from Alexander saying, hey, meet me downstairs. And he's posing up real
Iron
cool.
Fist, yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Just I was walking down the hillside.
Ew. Whoa, what are you doing?
Vibing. Fingers can't vibe.
I guess they can. Alright. I wonder what they were dreaming about.
So, speaking of dreaming, I came back to these coffins, and because I was like, how come the omen that we saw earlier didn't register? Like, when we fought a couple of these and didn't quite register what they were, but then as soon as we fought the ones down in the subterranean chamber, we were like, oh yeah, that's an omen, and you see their full-on horns, right?
But this one looks chopped.
Because the horns were chopped off of these ones, and we didn't know what we were looking at when we first saw them. So the ones in the sewers are full grown with their horns and shit. These are just big troll-like creatures, and I wouldn't have drawn the connection whatsoever because you didn't have any clues to do so, but they had their horns chopped out here, you know? Which is interesting because then it's like the Omen Killer is not too far away over in the, you know, where the Perfumer's ruins were, but it's kind of like, are they like allowed to exist with their horns chopped, or what's the deal? Or are they being hunted out and they're, I don't know, but these guys are not full Omen because their horns are cut off, you know? And I was like, shit, okay, so that's what we were looking at the whole time. We were looking at the same creature, but now you can see the gaps where their horns were cut, right? Second, this one in particular is just asleep, chilling and dreaming.
Okay.
Right? And do you remember the Omen Killer mask? On the description when it was like, this horrible visage is a mockery of the nightmares of the omens.
Yeah.
So, like, the things that they dream of because they're cursed, the Omen Killers are wearing it in mockery of them as they hunt them down to kill them. So, like, maybe part of being, born a cursed omen is that you also have these horrible nightmares, and like the Omen Killers are like using that
remind you of the
and
nightmares that
reminding you of your nightmares. Exactly,
chase you down. We are the nightmare.
Twisting it. It's fucking brutal, you know. So catching this one up here, which is like, yeah, there's a couple walking around this area. It's like, not only do we know what this thing is, but like you can actually see what that's kind of referencing right there. And that's it.
That was a good recap.
Isn't that interesting? That's super interesting.
Their horns were cut. Are they like on their own? You know, these omens that the one I was sleeping, their horns were cut, and the hidden omens at the bottom in the subterranean ground still had their horns because they were special, right? They're royal omens.
We don't know anything about the ones under the Capitol except for the part where they're buried and forgotten, right? But the cutting of the horns, whether that's a thing where they're cut and left alone or like being spared, it's unclear, but you would think that like the ones that are out and wandering about with their horns cut, like, why are they left alive is kind of what I'm unsure of. But so what description are you thinking of?
Yeah, I'm trying to find what was said about the omens that were hidden.
Okay. Let's check the
seedbed curse thing.
The baby body.
Yes. Omen babies born of royalty do not have their horns excised, but are instead kept underground, unbeknownst to anyone, imprisoned for eternity. So how come there are omens that are just let outside with horns?
Okay. So the ones that are not born of royalty... Hold on. Omen babies born of royalty do not have their horns excised.
And they're
instead kept underground. Okay.
So what is up with these omens that have like cut up horns?
So then the ones that are... So there's omen killers that are out doing that job, but there's omens who have their horns removed and are like not kept underground. Yeah. Interesting. That's true. I don't know. And now we have a couple of different items that, go into the minutia on them. But safe to say that, like, the ones that we run into that have full horns, in the sewers, are in fact royal-born ones that are being discarded down there. And what was the other thing? It was this one.
Yes.
Right. And does the Omen Killer outfit have any extra on that? Let's see real quick. Not these. There we go. Worn in remembrance of Rollo, the progenitor of the Omen Killers and a perfumer of antiquity. Right. Okay, so that's why they look so similar, and that's why the first Omen Killer we saw was in the perfumer's ruins. Do we have anything on Rollo? Excuse me. Do we have anything on Rollo?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm only seeing the Omen Killer set as well as the Great Omen Killer Cleaver, which is a row of amputated Omen horns. And it says again that Rollo was the progenitor of Omen Killers, I think.
Okay. Here, let's take a look at the summon. Not Battle Mage. Perfumers. Right. Trisha was treating the Omen in the Misbegotten. Misbegotten. Yeah. I don't know if we have any more answers within our
ashes?
Our stuff. Yeah. Maybe not. But that's pretty much the interesting thought, you know?
Okay.
But like, yeah, the ones that are shaven down, like, I don't know, like perhaps, you know, like slavery or some sort of like forced servitude, forced, you know, indentured life type of thing.
Yeah.
Although the giants, we see them literally in chains carrying the, you know, the caverns, not caverns, caravans. So it's not quite the same as that. But the only place we see them is basically just, you know, walking around the coffins. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. But that seems kind of interesting.
Is there more info on the Great Omen Killer Cleaver?
Let's take a look.
Or is it the exact same line?
There it is.
No. Okay, there's nothing actually on it. I just took a note of Rollo again for some reason. I forget why.
But now we know that, like, the amputated horns are not necessarily taken from every killed Omen, but they're taken from living Omen who are dehorned.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, they're like, we looked at it as like, oh, is it like almost like a collection of ears, you know, or so, and it's like, not necessarily. There are living Omen who are still around but have their horns cut off. So these guys are just using weapons of that, you know, of everything that they've shaved off. And I guess once you dehorn them, you're willing to tolerate their existence at that point, you know? Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
And Omen Killers are directly tied to perfumers as well. There's something to keep in mind there too. And wearing a mask, taunting them, you know, with the horn on it. Like that's super fucked too. Yeah. So, cool. So, anyway, there's a couple of things obviously that we can go do